Here are some updates related to advanced academics in Wichita Falls ISD. We'll talk about some changes that were approved by the district trustees at their board meeting in December of 2018. The main changes involve revisions to policy EIC, which describes the way the district calculates grade point averages, or GPA, and class rank. Moving forward, two major changes will go into effect. We will have more courses that count on the weighted 5-point scale in GPA, and there will be fewer course restrictions in how the class rank GPA is determined. Let's look at the current GPA scale. For the past couple of years, grade points have been awarded based on three different categories. Regular courses are scored on a 4-point scale, honors, AP, and IB courses on a 5-point scale, and dual credit courses in between on a 4.5-point scale. Moving forward, the 4.5 dual credit scale will be removed, and these courses will also be placed in the 5-point category with honors, AP, and IB diploma program courses. You might ask, why make this change? The main reason is that AP, IB, and dual credit courses all have the same outcome: earning college credit while in high school. In this way of thinking, similar outcomes should be weighted the same in grade points. Note that current 11th and 12th grade students are not affected by these changes. They will continue under the current GPA system. Those affected by the new scales are current 10th graders and those in lower grades. In this policy, that's technically described as those students who entered high school in August 2017 and thereafter. In addition to how GPA is calculated, there will also be some slight changes to how class rank is determined. Currently, for students with a weighted GPA of 4.0 or above, the final class rank is determined using grade points from a specific subset of 19 credits. These credits include 4 English courses, 4 from math beyond and not including Algebra 1, 4 credits from social studies, 5 science courses, and level 2 and 3 from a language other than English or LOTE course, like Spanish. Moving forward, that list of courses will look like this. Note that the criteria for English, math, and social studies remain the same. However, for LOTE courses, the requirements will be any 2 levels of a language other than English. This could be level 1 and 2 if that's all a student takes, or if they take more language courses, students can pick the levels with the highest grades to get them the best GPA possible. And instead of 5 sciences, the future class rank GPA will include only 4 sciences. Instead, students will be allowed to include one other course of their choice into the calculation of class rank, for a total of 19. Again, this year's 11th and 12th graders remain on the current system. These changes only go into effect for current 10th graders and the classes to follow. The new regulation part of the policy has even more detailed information, including the schedule for how preliminary GPA and rank figures are reported at key points during a student's 4 years of high school, and even how we handle it when students drop from an honors course to a regular one. Until this policy is officially posted on the district's policy page, you can find the approved changes on the district website at wfisd.net/high school. Look under the section for advanced academics. In addition to policy changes, the district also approved other revisions to our current practices. One important change involves what's known as being TSI clear. Actually, TSI stands for the Texas Success Initiative, but being TSI clear is synonymous with being college ready. In our state, students can demonstrate college readiness by meeting criteria on certain tests, and the main way is through the TSI assessments. These computer-based tests cover topics in reading, writing, and math, and they each have a different cut score. Currently, passing scores are required before a student can enroll in any dual credit courses in English and Social Studies and in Math and Science. That's a college requirement that's in state statute. Moving forward, the district will also expect students to have passed these TSI assessments before taking advanced placement or IB diploma program courses as well. In other words, the entrance requirements will be the same for all courses where students can potentially earn college credit in the core curriculum. If you work at a high school, you may notice these computer-based tests being given to 10th graders starting in January of 2019. To help students prepare, high school teachers can also find more info and sample TSI assessment items online, or just copy this link to save some search time. Regarding advanced academics, one last recommendation involved the criteria for letting students earn high school credit for Algebra 1 while in middle school. Understand that the district has always had an approval process for many years for students wanting to take Algebra 1 early. Even the state says that in order to take Algebra 1, students must show mastery on 8th grade math topics. In our district, that means that early algebra students have to have taken advanced 7th grade math or use a credit by exam. But beyond these requirements, we will now expect students to meet at least 2 of these 3 criteria. First, they should meet grade level expectations on STAR Math from the previous grade. This means that they have to do a little better than just barely passing the state tests. Or students can also pass the District Readiness Test. This is a test that covers text-based skills from both 7th and 8th grade math. And one other option would be to get a teacher recommendation. Again, this is a 2 out of 3 situation. For example, suppose a student doesn't meet the criteria on the district's readiness test. Well, as long as a student has a positive teacher recommendation and a good enough STAR score, he or she could still be allowed to take Algebra 1 in middle school. So where did these recommendations come from? All of these changes originated from the District Advisory Committee. This is a group of teachers, administrators, parents, and community members who meet to provide input on district policies and procedures. A subcommittee of this group focused on advanced academics in numerous meetings throughout the fall of 2018. The recommendations described here came from this group and were approved by the school board in December. And that concludes this summary. For more information, contact one of your friendly district administrators or visit the Advanced Academics section of the WFISD website at the address shown here.